One blasted stick of wood left, curse that lad. 10,000 swords to forge, and the furnace is about as cold as my chances for promotion.
I don't believe this. Real nice of that Weaver kid. Just wait until his turn comes. I'll be waiting for him on the outside.
Oh dear, that means trouble. If Elder Atropos saw his staff treated so, he'd have something to say about it. You could be sure of that. Careful now, old bird. Let's not singe the feathers.
No aspoň máme zpátky svoji podobu. No, já jsem to nedopověděl, právě tehdy hry od LucasArts byly tímhletím dobrý pro začátečníky, protože v nich nešlo umřít, jo. Klidně jste mohli zkoušet, když bylo potřeba všechno na všechno. Super, máme zlato. Zatímco konkurenční adventury od Sierry, to prostě bylo nejlepší savenout rovnou po intru, jo, protože jste udělali krok vedle a
Gold again. What useless stuff.
krok vedle a bylo po vás. No a to ještě nebylo to nejhorší, že jo, tak vemte si od Westwoodu, Kirandy, to jste prostě nějaký potřebný shooter nechali někde ve třetí obrazovce od začátku hry a kvůli tomu jste pak hru nedokončili, protože byl prostě potřeba proti Malcolmovi nebo něco takového. Si taky přesně nepamatuju, ale to přesně byl takový sierovský styl. Takže není divu, že takovej LOOM, to je fakt asi nejlepší adventura pro začátečníky do dnešních dnů. Přitom to má tu výbornou atmosféru, tu grafiku těch lukasáckých 90. let s tou převládající modrou, hlavně z počátku, přesně jak Monkey Island. Já snad budu taky muset natočit ten návod. Tak, to ještě můžeme naplnit. Když nevím, jestli je to vlastně k něčemu dobrý. No, konverzace.
The final blade is even now in the hands of our most skilled blade shaper, Your Excellency. How's it coming there, edgewise?
I'm just putting the edge on the last sword, sir.
Good to hear it. No slacking off now. Let's get it finished.
You'll share with me a historic moment, Foreman. The forging of the 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How much longer must I wait?
The steel will ring out its final defeat, sir. Not much longer now.
Very good then. Carry on.
No, zatímco do toho nemlátí, tak my použijeme obrácený kouzlo Ostros, který jsme se naučili z té kosy v tom proskleném zeleném chrámu. A trošku mu to stupíme.
What evil is this? A witch's curse has twisted the final blade.
A curse, Edgewise? I think not. It would take more than a mere witch's curse to ruin my plans. You there! Could it be that this little prank is of your doing? Yes? Well then, I would be honored to have you as my guest at the cathedral. I know some other curses that may amuse you.
Zase ten drak.
I'm getting really tired of this.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, trans-ultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics.
I know. Am I expected to kneel?
Silence, you impudent punk!
This is my assistant, Cobb.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And you require no introduction. Your cloak and staff betray your origins. But I must say I'm surprised to find you here. It's been quite a long time since any weaver bothered to leave that dreary little rock you call home. Loom. So provincial. I can't help but wonder what impelled you to leave it now.
His Excellency asked you a question.
I know. I'm ignoring it.
Ah, recalcitrance. I see.
Shall I fetch the instruments of persuasion, Master?
Please forgive my assistant his eagerness. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. He does not understand the dangerous power of a weaver.
Dangerous? Your Reverence, him?
Quite dangerous indeed, my dear Cobb. In fact, he could burst this flimsy iron cage open with hardly a second thought.
That's impossible, most exalted one. I inspect the locks personally every fortnight.
Observe and learn then, for even now your prisoner plans his escape.
Dobře, ale že jste to vy teda.
You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Fortunately, however, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks.
That distaff will never work for you.
Oh, no, my young friend, you're quite wrong about that. Come, let me show you why. Consider the common graveyard. There, the boundary between the living and the dead is indistinct.
Every graveyard's like that, so?
Now, imagine what might happen if this delicate boundary were to be somehow breached. Torn open, so to speak.
It's not that simple. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag.
But it is that simple, my boy, and I can. I have only to lift this rod, and the legions of the dead will stream forth onto the plain of the living. A vast army of the dead, nourished by the shepherd's flocks, armed by the artisanship of the blacksmiths, guided by the glassmaker's sphere. All under the spiritual leadership of one supreme commander, me! The final hour is now at hand. The age of the clerics is upon us. I have preparations to attend to, Cobb. Don't let this boy out of your sight. He is to touch nothing. Do you understand me?
Perfectly, Your Excellence.
Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. I do like the sound of it. I'll have to change my stationery.
You're not so dangerous now then, are you?
Není moc, ne.
Keep away from that. His Eminence said not to touch anything.
I wasn't going to touch it. Just looking, Cobb, that's all.
Just looking, eh? Well then, perhaps we can do a bit of a trade. how about I let you look in the sphere
If what?
Well, the legends say that to gaze upon an uncloaked weaver brings death. Naturally, we clerics aren't given to such silly superstitions, but I'm curious. Let's answer this one once and for all, shall we?
No, tak teď už to víš.
May we have some quiet, please? I can't even begin to invoke the dead with all that screaming.
Well, he can't say he wasn't warned.
Ne, tam jdi pro boha.
I see Cobb has been lax in his duty. No matter. You're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you're doing. The pattern is already worn and frayed. If you rip a hole in it now, the consequences will be beyond anything you can imagine.
Spare me your weaver mysticism, boy. The time has come when the dead shall no longer envy the living.
No, to nebylo úplně dobrý.
You've torn the pattern completely open.
And with it, the eyes of the dead. Behold!
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep?
I welcome and greet you, noble spirit. I am Bishop Mandible, transultimate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics. And whom have I the honor of summoning?
I don't think I want to be part of this conversation.
No one obeyed any summoning of yours, foolish mortal. I have summoned you. I am chaos. You have merely opened the door, and I have passed through it. For this you shall be rewarded. Join me now as my slave.
No, dobrá odměna, no.
Much too long since my last visit.
Už pryč.
I can't seem to hold on to this thing.
Takhle si otevřená. Zase labuť. Kruta. A zase labuť. Tak jo, už si zase nevzpomínám, co teď. Ne. Aha. Už jsem našel toho draka.
Stop!
Nic nedělal. Takových děr pozvíraných. Hezky obrácený kouzlo pro otevření. Teď na to půjde. No zajímavostí na LOOMu ještě je, že produkční byla tehdejší zaměstnankyně LucasArts Shelley Day, která produkovala i jako další hry docela slavný pod touhle taktovkou.
Rusty? Is that you? You don't look at all well.
I'm not well. Actually, I'm dead.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say a thing. What do I matter? I'm just another one of the dead.
Oh, Rusty, I feel terrible. I
And
didn't know.
that's not even the end of it. I go outside to wait for doomsday, like a good little ghost see. But no sooner do I get settled again, but some stupid idiot shreds the universe apart and hauls us all back inside. There are a lot of very unhappy dead wandering around here, let me tell you.
I know. I was there when it happened.
I might have known this was all your fault.
No, it wasn't me. The bishop managed this one all on his own.
Yeah? Well, there's going to be hell to pay, literally. There's talk among the dead that they're going to take over the world, starting with the forge. My home. Where we used to build strong things, good things.
No, tak to už teď asi ne. Ale třeba tebe dáme do kupy, sice to prej neuzdravilo ovci, ale třeba na tebe to bude fungovat. ACCA. To si zapamatujete jednoduše.
You brought me back.
It is what you wanted, isn't it?
Believe me, being alive is a lot more fun than being dead. But how did you do it?
Well, healing your body was easy. You're alive because the pattern is torn and your soul was free to return to this side.
Well, I must go, Bobbin. I've got to know what happened to the rest of my guild.
And I must do the same. Good luck, Rusty. And be careful.
Good fortune to you too, my friend.
ACC. Rychle. Fajn, tohle můžeme zavřít. No, jsem to nedopověděl. Shelley Day, krom toho, že to byla produkční LucasArts, tak pak si založili Ježiš, jak se jmenoval ten chlápek? Jo, pardon. No jo. Jo, funguje. No, s Timem Šefrem ne, ale s... Ježiši Kriste, já už jsem fakt starý. Normálně vypovídá hlava. No prostě založil si nějaký Humongous Entertainment a dceřinou společnost. No a pak defraudovala nějakou evropsko-americko-azijskou banku. Asi $1,5 milionu. Myslím, že za to dostala rok na tvrdo, plus nějaký nucený práce. Tak pro zajímavost. Uvidíte ji v titulcích.
You are too late, wizard. The dead have increased their numbers here. Those not dead are suffering. And my songs were again useless. All that's left for us is to put an end to their misery. Come and extend your help, if you can.
Jo, takže tvůj song nefunguje. A já ho mám od tebe. Ode mě by měl fungovat. To dává logiku.
Please, what became of us? I was just walking among legions of dead.
You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. We have not had the chance to thank you properly, wizard. But our memories are long, and we will not forget you soon. Hail and farewell. Come along now, before the dead ones return to the harvest.
Takový správný ruský přízvuk. Ješkojoči. Tady je to zelený.
Master Goodmold.
Ah, the Weaver boy. At least you've escaped the terror of the dead ones.
It appears the Crystal Guard has not been so fortunate. But I don't understand. Why did you not use the great scythe?
We never doubted the scythe could save us. No, never, no indeed. Even chaos must fall under its blade. But we could not do it. To unleash such merciless evil would show us to be no better than our enemies. The entire world would have feared us when it was done. And to have become so much like our enemy was unthinkable. Just unthinkable.
And so you didn't use it?
We knew the price. The best we could hope for was to defend it bravely. But we are not warriors.
You mean chaos stole the scythe?
We did what we could, but it was not enough.
To bylo jako ono, jo.
Remember us, my young friend. Tell the word that we fought with courage and chose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity.
No, toho už asi neoživíme, kdyby nezmizel.